So the three things we want to cover. We want to talk about division by zero, what happens. There's two different things that can happen. We can divide a number by zero, or we can have zero divided by zero. Those lead us to two different things. So we want to talk about each one of those. We'll also be talking about the exchange factors and multiplication, like I mentioned, which involves a certain property in which the order in which you multiply numbers. We will look and examine what happens to the product when you do that. And then we're going to look at conversion of areas. So conversions of areas means that you're going to be using unit multipliers. And you are familiar with unit multipliers. There's just an additional step that we need to consider. So the first thing, when we talk about division, if I tell you I have 6 divided by 3, we know that's equal to 2. That was one of the questions that I had. It was number 9 on your homework assignment for yesterday. It was one of the questions on the bell ringer. It's actually asking you, when you say 6 divided by 3, what they are asking you when they are asking you for that answer when we are working through it, they're saying 3 times what value is equal to 6. So that's how we know that it's 2. You know this, you've gone through division for a long time, but it's important that we understand that concept because of the next 2 examples that I have up on the board down below. So if I ask you 6 divided by 2 equals 3, they're saying 2 times what value is equal to 6, and that's where we get that answer of 3. 2 times 3 is 6. But here's the question. What is 6 divided by 0? Is it 0? The question is asking you this. It says 0 times what value is equal to 6. Well, what do we know when we multiply by 0? You get 0. So is there any value that when I take it times 0, I get a product of 6? No, there is no answer. So this is what we call or refer to as undefined. We can't define it because it doesn't exist. It can't happen. So since it can't happen, it's known as undefined. But then we have this other one that says 0 divided by 0. How is that any different than 6 divided by 0? Because if I change the format, it's asking you this. It says 0 times what number is equal to 0? 0 times 0 equals 0. It could be any number. 0 times 5 is equal to 0. 0 times negative 2 is equal to 0. 0 times negative 317 over 45 is equal to 0. So I can't determine what that other value is because, as Wilson said, it could be any number. So this is what is considered to be an indeterminate. It exists because 0 times something is 0. It's just that we can't determine what that value is because it's any number. So we refer to it as an indeterminate. So we have 2 different things. Note cards. Some of you already started writing down from the last page some values because you are going to encounter questions that are going to ask you what is 5 divided by 0, and you have to be able to state what the answer is. So as we look at it, what is or what does undefined mean? Undefined means that you are going to have an expression where you have a number divided by 0. Examples: 4 divided by 0, negative 2 divided by 0, 0.75 divided by 0. All of these are what is referred to as undefined. It does not exist, has no meaning. It has no meaning because I can't take 0 times a number and get another number. The only answer you get is 0. But then we have what is an indeterminate. An indeterminate is 0 divided by 0. Now this is the way I kind of like to remember it, is by making an eye. If I look at an eye, what do you know about the top and the bottom of an eye? They're the same if you make a capital I. Or you could refer to it as this, an indeterminate. What has to be in the numerator? A 0. I don't care which way you look at it. But the answer is indeterminate. I cannot determine what the answer is because it is any number. 0 times what number equals 0? It can be any number. We can't determine it, so it's indeterminate. Yes, Sam? You were raising your hand. Oh, yeah. There's the other thing. Very good. Way to point that out. If you look at a number over 0, things you remember. That's great. This is the same thing as no. You cannot divide by 0. Do you see where you spell the word no right there? No, you cannot divide by 0. So if I ask you, can you take a number and divide by 0? No. It says no. When you set it up, it says no, you can't do that. Cannot divide by 0. Very good. No. You can take 0 and divide by a number. That's okay. That's what's okay, is 0 divided by a number. 0 divided by 7. What is 0 divided by 7? That's a good thing. Oops, let me add a page here. Can I take 0 and divide by 7? Yeah, that's okay. What's your answer? What's your answer to that? It's asking you 7 times what is equal to 0? 0. So 0 divided by 7, it's okay to do that, and your answer is 0. But if I ask you and maybe I should use a different. If I ask you what is 7 divided by 0, that's a number divided by 0, and can you do that? No. No, you can't do it. It is undefined. Undefined. So it's okay to take 0 and divide by a number, but you cannot take a number and divide by 0. That's when you get undefined. The first one, your answer is 0. The second one, the answer is undefined. 0 divided by 7 is 0. Let me ask you this. What is 0 divided by 5? What's your answer? 0. 0 is your answer. What is 0 divided by -2? 0. What is 14 divided by 0? Undefined. Because it fits the pattern of no, a number divided by 0. -3.14 divided by 0. What is it? Undefined. What is 0 divided by 0? Indeterminate. Very good, Macy. Indeterminate. Because I can't determine what number, there's too many numbers. Because this is saying 0 times what number is 0, and it could be any number. There's too many to mention, and I don't need you to put your football number down. Right, Jose? 17 is not the answer? It could be. It could be. It could be. That is your football number, right? That's your football. 12. Is that your football number, Ethan? Can't be that. And Jock, I heard your name over the speaker system for, was it a sack or fumble recovery or something, or just a tackle? Oh, well, I heard your name come across in on the play. Can't specifically say all your numbers in, but I watched you on the field last Monday night. You don't have a game tonight, right? Nope. Okay. Okay. Just a moment. Let me look where I'm at on my time. Okay, we're good for a minute, maybe. So I want you to evaluate these two expressions. This might be something that's asked of you in a homework assignment. So if I were to evaluate these two expressions, what you want to do is you want to simplify the numerator, then simplify the denominator, and then divide your numbers. So if I simplify the numerator, team positive has 4 points, team negative has 4 points, which gives you 0 over 13. What's your answer? 0. I cannot take 0 and divide by a number. Oh, I mean, I can. Sorry. I back all that up. You can take 0 and divide by 13. That works. Down here, I'm jumping ahead. You have 13 over, what is 4 minus 2 minus 2? 0. Can you divide by 0? No. So what's your answer? Undefined. Undefined. Question? See the difference between the two? Okay, I want you to take a minute with a partner and discuss the difference between undefined and indeterminate. Go.